How you all doing? It's a long way from Montgomery County, but we really are one state and we're one community, and the effort of all of you proves that people coming together can do great things. It really, I don't know who said it was a Davy and Goliath effort, but it really was. This kind of stuff doesn't happen very often in politics. When people come together and rise up against the power structure, against the oil and gas exploration industry, which, if you don't know, is pretty friggin' big in America, pretty powerful, and you were able to advance the public interest and protect public health and safety. You know, so it was mentioned before, I chair on the Senate side a committee that many people don't know about called the AELR committee, and it was our responsibility to approve or oversee the governor's regulations, which are represented to the public and to the legislature as being the gold standard or the platinum standard of, you know, safe drilling in the state of Maryland, the safest regulations in the country. And we actually had to make a judgment call, a decision based on actual science and our responsibility to protect the public health and public trust as to whether to allow those regulations to go forward. And we took our time doing it. We held hearings. We listened to testimony. We met with MDE, with the governor's office. We met with community leaders. I drove out, you know, to Garrett and Allegheny County. And we took our time and actually looked at this stuff. And at the end of the day, we had to make a judgment call as to whether you could definitively protect public health and safety. Forget about all the claims of great jobs and economic development and all this other stuff that you may have heard about, which I didn't believe personally. But the science as to whether you could protect kids from cancers, like kids in this room right here, in this gazebo right here, and that decision, not just, you know, in 3 months from now, but in 30 years from now, the effects of that, right, we're going to be pointed directly at us, that the annals of history were going to be on me and Bobby and Shane and David and Mark and Dawn and Eric and all of you, that it was going to be on us. And we looked at the data and came to the conclusion that no, hell no, you cannot protect public health and safety by putting a drill in the ground in Garrett County or in Montgomery County or in St. Mary's County or in Worcester County or anywhere in the state of Maryland and guarantee public health and safety. We said no. So these three amazing lawmakers passed legislation. I was a co-sponsor of that legislation. I followed Bobby into that battle in the state Senate. But they passed the legislation to ban fracking. My committee stopped the governor's regulations that would have allowed fracking. So it was a tag team effort, and we actually got it done. You know, I was talking to Shane before I got up here, like, what do I say? You know, and I was thinking of what is the appropriate gesture here? Is it this? Is it this? And I sort of figured out that, you know, it's sort of this, like, dude, we just banned fracking. So thank you.